Apartment neighbor kept blasting music, so I gave him a taste of his own medicine. When I moved into my new apartment, everything was quiet until I met my neighbor, Marcus. Every night, around 11 p.m., a repetitive deep bass would thump through the wall between our bedrooms, making my bed vibrate. After a week of sleep deprivation, failing to drown it out with a fan or white noise, I texted him politely. He replied, "Oh, sorry bro," and that night was silent. I thought the problem was solved. I was wrong. 2 days later, the bass was back at the same volume. I texted him again. He replied with a simple thumbs up emoji and continued blasting the music for another hour. This became the pattern. He'd play loud music, I'd text, he'd send a vague reply or apology, and then repeat the offense 2 days later. He seemed to enjoy knowing he was messing with me. After 3 weeks, I was running on 4 hours of sleep a night and miserable. I decided to stop being polite. I took my rarely used, extremely loud Alexa speaker, brought it to my bedroom, and pressed it flat against the wall connecting to his apartment. I searched for the loudest, most aggressive song I knew, Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine. I cranked the speaker to maximum volume and hit play. The opening riff exploded through my apartment, shaking picture frames. I let it play for 3 minutes, then turned it off. Complete silence from Marcus's apartment followed. No more bass, no more thumping. I slept 8 hours straight. 2 nights later, the bass started again around 10 p.m. I skipped the text, grabbed the speaker, pressed it against the wall, and blasted Rage at full volume. 30 seconds later, his music stopped. This became my new system. Immediate, aggressive consequence for every offense. He tried to fight back once by turning his music louder, so I played mine for 10 straight minutes until he surrendered. Another time, he banged on the wall. I just turned my speaker higher. After about 2 weeks, I noticed his music was getting quieter, down to a faint beat that no longer bothered me. Now, I only occasionally hear a reasonable sound. We passed each other in the hallway last week, and he refused to look at me, staring at the floor as he walked past. I smiled and said, "Hey, anyway, my Alexa speaker sits on my nightstand. I haven't had to use it in over a month, but Marcus knows it's there, and that knowledge keeps my apartment quiet."